they entered like the last couple seasons and like they've been doing flashbacks to their childhood. It's kind of like Harvey is this mysterious cool guy, and it's like, you know, so far into the show, like 100 episodes into the show before you start to see like his kind of facade crack. So he ends up going to therapy, and he's seeing this therapist. Gabe, can you pull up the, he's seeing this therapist, and
it's always this.
He goes to therapy with her, and she like helps him work through his mommy issues. And then they're done for a year, and then he pops up out of nowhere and mommy is like, I want you to be my woman. And she was pretty much like, well, we can't. And he was like, actually, I timed it and we can. Obviously, legal jargon, blah, 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 blah. And he's like so deeply in love with her. And I find it so disgusting.
It's disgusting. And also in the show, I'm guessing they didn't even make like the A game. Like, even if you would just go to like, this is literally a reflection of like intimacy in a therapeutic relationship. Like,
what do you mean by that?
You just automatically go to that as the therapist. Like, in the show, is she like giving unrequited love?
In the show, she's just doing the whole like, this isn't really about me, but then he's Harvey Specter, so he convinces her it's about him. The thing about it
for me is the most toxic male trope for women, and that women believe, I think.
Which one?
That one. That he's like so aloof and so this and so that, and then he changes for you.
Well, she fixed him in therapy. This isn't real, right? So like it's this concept that like he was emotionally unavailable, and she taught him how to be emotionally available. And for me, the reason why it was like so disgusting is because you will never, ever, ever, and maybe relationships aren't even anyways, but you'll never be on equal footing with him ever.
No.
You know exactly how his mind works front and back. He disclosed things to you that he would never have disclosed if you guys were just casually dating. And
it's intimacy like way faster than you would get in like a regular relationship.
Yes.
You're digging into things that you wouldn't know probably until way, way, way later down the road. And the feeling of like, even if it's his first time in therapy too. You don't even know, he's never experienced this type of intimacy with anybody else before. And she's going, oh my God.
It's like I
would feel irate.
He doesn't even know if what she did was special because he's never been in therapy before. Like, he doesn't even know if he would have fallen in love with another pretty...
duplicated it before.
Which is an accent, too. So they're like, she's going to be super hot and mysterious.
They made her like sexy Orna.
And to me, yes.
Is this the guy that you guys think is like the sexiest white guy?
Okay, this is not a sexy picture. He looks kind of constipated here. But in general, if you pull up
Harvey Specter.
Super bit like...
No, pull up a different one.
He looks like a generic standard issue white guy.
Some of them are fine. John Krasinski is really cute.
He is the standard issue white guy. That's the point. He's not the interesting looking one. He's standard issue. He's like the Ken doll. And he's like, well, Ryan Gosling.
Exactly.
I accept that.
Yeah.
And even Ryan Gosling.
Pull up another picture of him, though. Like, just look up Harvey Specter.
Who's his black counterpart?
There isn't. There's not. Gabe, did you watch The Wire?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so his counterpart on his, like, equal on Suits is the Bunk.
The Bunk?
The Bunk's his person on Suits.
I love that
Not
guy,
looks-wise.
He has great personality.
Yes.
Yeah, but the Bunk is, like, who he goes up against repeatedly in the show. And then ends up bonding with.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I know who you're talking about now.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So anyways, I just wanted to bring that up because I was like, wow, I really do care a lot about being a therapy and the ethics of therapy because I was appalled, literally appalled. I was angry.
Have you ever seen, what's it called?
What?
In Treatment?
I never watched that show.
With the white guy therapist?
And I watched like the clips that we were forced to watch.
If you want to be made mad expeditiously as a therapist, tune the fuck in.
Okay.
Yo.
Does he sleep with the black guy?
No, he's like an emotional affair and like a physical affair with like, just watch it.
Okay. But yeah, anyways, that was my check-in. I was just feeling really appalled by it. And I just don't
I was just feeling really appalled by Suits.
And I just don't think that there is
It really colored your week.
Well, you just can't. Well, it's funny because I was watching it with my boyfriend and the entire time I would say something. He'd be like, I know, we get it. And I'm like, no, you don't get it. You actually don't get it.
This is like horrific.
It's like... The amount of like sway you have over them is almost parent-child. It's that much. It's that much sway. It's
the power dynamic. It's criminal.
Yes,
it's criminal.
Yes, she had him wrapped around her finger until the very, very end.
It's sick.
And then they ended up breaking up because she knew he was in love with someone else because of the therapy that they'd been doing. And she thought it was going to be over. And then she gave him an ultimatum.
And in the show, they make it so romantic,
gave her an ultimatum. The therapist gave him an ultimatum. I was like, a toxic therapist at that. Sickening.
She couldn't even extract herself.
No.
And people probably think, like, that's the type of shit that they show you on TV.
I think people really think that about us.
No, I think people do. They're like, I couldn't trust a therapist. What if they fall in love with me? And
I also think the number one reason people lose their license, though, is sleeping with clients. I'm pretty sure that's up there.
It's like the only thing you can lose your license for. They don't take it away for anything else. It's so hard to lose your license as a therapist. That sounds so terrible, but it is.
It is.
They don't take it away for anything except for like sexual misconduct, I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
If that.